Alright, I'm done with dropping things off and selling crap. I'm still here at Bottom, and I remember that I had to. Well, I chose to help out that little boy, the youngest of the Battleborns, with his problem with the bully. Just ironic. Normally it's the boy bullying the girl, but it's the other way around this time. It's kind of funny.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, even if you are my elder. Yeah? Why? Okay, I'll leave him alone. I was just kidding around. Besides, if he'd only kiss me, I wouldn't have to beat him up all the time.
That's not how you get a boy to kiss you.
You done?
Anyway, the next thing on my list is I'm actually going to go to Riverwood to collect the horn from the jerk-off who stole it from Yoga Ringcallers 2 somehow. I still don't know how they managed to get past all those traps. Considering they were specifically designed for people who know the way of the voice.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Okay, maybe not the traps, but the way to get into
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy.
to get into that part where the horn was. And yeah, there was a back door, but the back door always opens from the other side. It can't open from their side, so it can't open from the entrance side. So how did they manage to get inside? And wouldn't everything already be dead since they've already been through there? It's just very puzzling is all. How the person managed to get through that temple and take the horn. Without having to, well, resetting the traps along the way. It's like, that's just silly. Almost as silly as my husband setting himself on fire constantly. Anyway, we're back at Riverwood. I could easily fast travel, but Riverwood wasn't that far away from White Realm, so I just walked.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Close the door.
Please. Come on, use your mouse.
Now we can talk.
Ooh, a secret room in the basement.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
You're the one who took the horn?
Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
And how do I know I can trust you? Trust works both ways, lady.
If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
That's why I came down here. I don't trust you.
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
Now, before we head off anywhere, I want to point a few things out. I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to point some stuff out. First, I'm going to point out this weapon. It says...
Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
It says Blade Sword. Okay? This book over here. The Rise and Fall of the Blades. Okay, got it? And A Blade in the Dark. What do those three things have in common? The word blade.
Right. Happy trails.
And that is all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. For those who have played Oblivion or seen walkthroughs of Oblivion, you know what I'm talking about. Or even more one.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
I'm gonna go see the Greybeards.
You're new. On here. So I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
How about I just disappear or teleport away? Would I get it on your bad side? Poof. I'm gone. Snobby little kid. Who do you think you're talking to?
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wimcon. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now give you his knowledge of Da. You have have completed your training, Dragonborn, we would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Vingra, Rossi, Saran, Sprundu, Osbala, Ro, Ran, now. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Woo!
Wind, guide you.
What was that ceremony all about? Were you shouting at me?
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
What exactly did you say?
Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
Okay, cool.
You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thum resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found. Wind.
Oh yeah, that shout actually is a really good one. It's called Mark for Death.
Guide you.
It basically weakens your opponent. Anyway, I'm gonna head off to do a bleed in the dark. So that way I can unravel the mystery of the word blade, which I kept pointing out to you. I put the word blade in quotes, air quotes. There's quotes in there. I don't know why you guys didn't see my fingers doing the quotes on, but whatever. You know what I mean. And all of a sudden it started snowing.
You don't want to go up there. A dragon. It's attacking. Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
Oh shoot, there's something I forgot to do. That grindstone reminded me. I picked up a thing to sharpen my bow. Forgot to do it. Until now.
Salukir, Seal Grow Dova Ursa. Sled,
Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduin Turi, Oantid Vokri Hash Vixenjun Kuzik. Ke Salaknir, Kalimir. Follow side of a king. Subu, Korav Min Nor Dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Salukanir, Kridar, Chur.
I don't need to understand dragon language to understand what you just said.
I am Salakir. Hear my voice and despair.
Come on! For the blade!
Put your shelter. Oh, I better shield myself. Yes! I've been waiting all day for this.
Goddamn grip! Oh, damn. Did it. Wait, something's happening. God's above.
I've been waiting all game for that cutscene.
God's above. Look at that. It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Alright, we just solved the mystery behind the word blade that kept pointing out. It's because she belongs to an ancient organization that used to follow and do as the Dragonborn said. As she said, they protected the Dragonborn. That was the Dragonborn line, basically. Family line. It was their duty to protect the Emperor. Unfortunately, which they did, they were really good on Oblivion. Unfortunately, here in Skyrim, they have been reduced to common cutthroats. Well, in Oblivion, they actually were soldiers. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to call it quits early tonight because, well, I guess I'm doing so good still. I got like 0 sleep, maybe a couple hours at the most last night. My leg was so much in pain. Next time we come back, I think it's high time that I go have some DLC fun. But that's next time. See ya.